The difference between God making human and the Anunnaki tampering with the DNA of already Homo erectus beings. They were alive, already living creatures or beings. They were running, walking, climbing trees, and they already have a body. So the Anunnaki use genetics and play with their DNA to form their Adamu and Eva or Eva to their liking. However, when God made Adam, he didn't need an already living being. He didn't need a already existing being. He didn't need a frame of a being. He didn't need a body of a being. He created the frame, he created the body from the earth and make his being in his liking or close as possible to him. And then he blow breath in Adam. But you contrast that with the Sumer text, the Anunnaki or Enki. They did not make a body from scratch. They used an existing body, contrast or use their essence, their DNA to mix with the Homo erectus and form their being through birth. When God made Adam, Adam was not born from a next being through birth. Adam was made, he was the original. He's not the replica, but the Anunnaki, they create the replica, but God created the original. Even when the Anunnaki were creating their being or genetically messing with the Homo erectus chromosome, Ninmad said that they are not gonna play or recreate what the original creator of everything did. They just gonna do a little this and that and add their essence to the Homo erectus being and make them into a new worker. Even Enlil, the stern administrator, told Enki and Ninmo that they shouldn't make a being and they should respect the creator of all living things. And they don't want to make or manufacture a new being or tamper with interplanet beings because they already did that and turned those beings into slaves on their planet Nibiru, and that rule is forbidden. They cannot do that anymore. But Ninmar persuaded Enlil that she is not gonna play God. She's just gonna do a little mix and match to create a primitive worker. So this is the gigantic difference between God making Adam and Eve and Enki and Ninmar making their Adamu and Eva. Their Adamu and Eva needed a living thing for them to create what they created, according to the Sumer text. But according to the Hebrew Bible, God did not need any frame of a being, didn't need the chassis of an already living being, didn't need any platform of an already existing being to build on. He made everything from scratch, according to the biblical Hebrew Bible. The Anunnaki, they need a jump start. Without a living being, they couldn't form what they created. Even in further on, after they made the Adamu and the Eva, Enki, his daughter Inanna, went to the underground to pay her sister Erectus a visit. However, in that visit that she paid her sister, the queen of the underground, or the goddess of death, she was killed by her sister, and she didn't return until 3 days' time. And her assistant went and told Inanna's father Enki that his daughter did return from the underground. So Enki made 2 beings from dirt that was in his fingernail when he was gardening that afternoon, and they called them the Ga. One was neither male nor female, and the other was neither masculine nor feminine. They were the first transgender beings, but those beings, they did not have blood in their bones. They were AI, artificial intelligence, or what we would call a robot, a being that doesn't have breath blowing through its nostril, a being that is just made of iron and electrical gadgets and a computer with a chip. That was the being that Enki, or the beings that Enki made to rescue his daughter Inanna from his daughter Erectus. So if you follow clearly, you can see that the ancient Anunnaki, they knew that they were not gods. They knew that they were just great scientists, especially Enki and Ninmah. But they didn't know how to blow breath into a being. But God knows how to blow breath into a being.